The last Broadsword versus Longsword demonstration was also declared unfair, but this time because I'm left-handed. Well, actually, Captain John Godfrey would agree with you. He says, I cannot help take notice that the left-handed man has the advantage over the right-handed upon an equal footing, because there are more right-handed than left-handed. The latter must be more used to the former than the former to the latter. For my part, I own that in both small and backsword, I would rather contend with the right-handed man with more judgment than the other with less. I dare say nobody would choose to be left-handed, and therefore would propose a way to put a stop to that undesired race, and submit it to the public whether it bears the face of reason. The nurse carries the child in the left arm. The consequence of that is its right arm is confined and the left at liberty to play and exercise. And I believe it will be allowed that the child in its infancy is most of the day in the nurse's arms. If accustomed to that habit, so long as till it can go alone, no wonder of its continuing to use the left arm, and I am confident most would be left-handed if it were not by the parents' care broke of the habit after they parted from the nurse. But let the child be carried in the right arm. I engage he will scarcely turn left-handed, for that arm next to the nurse's body is certainly in a great measure confined and rendered inactive. So, let's just assume that I was brought up the way Godfrey would like me to have been brought up, with my left arm strapped to my body and held against the nurse so I couldn't use it, and I had to learn to fight right-handed. See if that makes a difference.
Recording.
Now, the interesting thing is that after we did that fight, my overall impression was that the broadsword didn't do particularly well, and Dan's overall impression was that longsword did a lot better than normal. And indeed, he did pull up some very, very nice moves in that particular fight. But when you look at the overall hit ratio, the result is still fairly obviously in the broadsword's favour.